So when I woke up, right, I'm at the top bunk. I woke up, I opened one eye, and I see Chico pacing in my room, bro. He's pacing from the door to the window. Mind you, my bed is right here. The door right here, the window right here. So he pacing right in front of my door with a what's moving, everybody? Hey, y'all already know what time it is. I got another crazy story time for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. And for everybody who's been here and who's been watching, who's been liking, who's been commenting and all that, listening to the music, hey man, I love y'all for life. You feel me? Y'all the real ones, straight up. But listen, we gonna hop straight into the video. This ain't no long video, you know what I'm saying? It's really straight to the point. So look, check it, right? If y'all watch my content, then y'all know I went to jail. Y'all know what I got locked up for. And y'all know I did about a year. You know what I'm saying? So, about 30 days into my bid, right? I was in the county, DeKalb County Jail. So 30 days in, I meet a guy named Chico. You feel me? He's a light-skinned Hispanic guy, and he just so happened to be a pimp on the outside. Real pimp, you know what I'm saying? Like he talk real pimp stuff. You feel me? Like that's his whole body. You know what I mean? Like he just pimping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how good of a pimp he was out on the outside. You know, for him to be in here with us. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you know, that's all he was about, was pimping. You feel me? Now he also called himself a blood. You know what I mean? I don't know how that blood stuff go, you know, especially down here in Georgia. I don't really know, but he called himself a blood, you know, and he went by that. You feel me? So he was a pimp blood. You know what I'm saying? He was a pimping gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? In the jail. So it just so happened, right? When I got to jail, I'll never like moving pods or moving spaces or moving rooms or anything like that. I ain't never kited out nowhere or anything. And if y'all don't know what kited out mean, it mean basically telling the police officer that you might feel like you in danger, or you might feel like, you know, it's unsafe in here, so can they move you to another pod. I ain't never done nothing like that, because anywhere that I went to, especially in jail, I always felt like I don't want to do all this moving around. You feel me? When I get comfortable, I get comfortable. So this was my first 30 days. I met Chico, and he claimed to be a blood. And my cellmate just so happened to be the biggest blood in DeKalb County Jail. You know, if he wasn't the biggest, then he was one of the biggest. I got a couple stories on Shawty. But what happened was, I think one day my cellie, he wanted to question Chico's validity. You know, like they go, when a new blood usually come in the pod, or a new gang member come in the pod, they usually go to another side of the room and they gather up all the like gang members, and you know, they question these folk. You know what I'm saying? So that was something similar that they did with Chico, right? So I guess Chico had been going around the pod, you know, saying that he don't know how official he is, or, you know, he got down with guys that, you know, he not sure are too official. You know, when you get nervous, you just get to saying stuff that you ain't got no business saying. You feel me? So word got back around to my cellmate. Now mind you, folks didn't never trip on Chico. You know, he was there for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, you know, by this time. Folks ain't never trip on him, because, you know, he played to the pimp role a little more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like he really was talking about pimping all the time. You get what I'm saying? And then he would shout and skinny, bro. He had to be like 5'5", 110 pounds or something. You know what I'm saying? A little small Hispanic. You know what I mean? Puerto Rican or something. You feel me? So it got around to my cellmate that he might not been as valid as he should be. You feel me? So my cellie, remember I told y'all he the biggest, supposed to be the biggest blood in the jail. You know, it be his job to check that, you know, gather everybody up and check the situation. You know, if it don't come out accordingly, then usually they beat him up. You know, they beat him up or they kite him out or something like that. It just depends on how they feeling, for real. You know, I know y'all done seen 60 Days In before, Fulton County. If y'all seen 60 Days Fulton County, it's similar to that. You feel me? It be a whole bunch of gang members and they just be causing havoc. You feel me? But DeKalb County was a little calmer than Fulton County because DeKalb ain't got as much freedom. Straight up. Like, Fulton County got a whole bunch of freedom. On everything. The police officers be on payroll and everything at Fulton County. You know what I mean? It be harder at DeKalb. It be the same type of business, but it be harder. You feel me? So, like I say, word got around that his validity wasn't all that. So, he pulled him over to the side, you know, and got all the other folks together. All his other bloods got them together, and you know they went over there and questioned him. And whatever Chico said, it wasn't just the best, but it wasn't just the worst. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was questionable, just like what Chico had been saying. Like, you know, I'm not sure if the guy that put him down was just all the way valid, but he could have been. You feel me? Like, so basically, when they question you, it's a certain amount of knowledge that you gotta have about that gang. You feel me? And with Chico, he had half the knowledge and half of it was something else. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't just as official as it was supposed to be. But that didn't just necessarily trip on him that hard or at that moment because he knew certain things. You feel me? They like, all right, you know certain stuff, so it got to be coming from somewhere. You feel me? So what they told him was to get his big homie on the phone. Whoever greenlit him, get him on the phone and let's see what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So Chico couldn't produce. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't get them folks on the phone. I don't know if he had ran out of, like, they ain't been kicking it like that no more before he got locked up, or if they fell out or something like that. And my thing is, listen, if you fall out with your big homie and you don't even know if he all the way that valid, don't come to jail claiming this. You feel me? Straight up, because they gonna test your gangster, fool. Straight up. But how this ended up falling on me was, like I told y'all, I'm the head blood's cellmate in the jail. You know what I'm saying? So Chico, like, you know, he couldn't produce the phone call. They asking him to call his big homie. He can't produce the phone call. So they gave him a time limit. You know, they gave him like a couple days. They like, listen, if you can't get shot on the phone by this time, then we're gonna do you bad. You feel what I'm saying? So Chico got scared, of course. You know, he 110 pounds. You feel me? Light skinned pimp. You feel me? So he got scared and went on to his room. You know, like, he stayed in his room for them couple days that he had. You know, he'll get on the phone. I guess he was trying to get Buddy on the line or whatever like that. I don't know if he was really trying, but you know, he'll get on the phone, he'll eat, and he'll go in his room. Like, he wasn't even trying to kick it. You feel me? He just trying to make it out. You know what I'm saying? So that third day came around, right? Or fourth day, however many days he had, that last day came around. And I remember sleeping. I was sleeping. I had the top bunk in my cell, right? And I was asleep, and just out of nowhere, cause alright, so y'all know in jail, right? They pop the doors. When they pop the doors, it's for your rotation. Now, basically, it's a top row of the jail, and it's a bottom row in that pod. You feel me? They don't go on rotation together. They just eat together. You know what I'm saying? They eat together, and they do commissary together, and you know, they go out to the gym to play basketball or whatever together. You know what I'm saying? But when it's time for y'all to just be outside watching TV and just, you know, your regular rotation, we don't be out with the top row or the bottom row or whatever the case. So they pop the doors. When they pop the doors, all the doors is open. You feel me? Mind you, I'm asleep though. I didn't even hear the doors pop. Usually I hear the doors pop, you know, or it could have been a situation where I heard it, but I'm like, man, forget this. I'm just going to sleep in. You know what I'm saying? So they popped the doors, and my cellie, he went outside the door. You feel me? He went outside to go take a shower, right? So in that time, I just heard ruffling going on, you know, like in my cell. You know what I'm saying? Or I heard like footsteps or something. I don't know what. It had to been God that woke me up. You feel me? Because out of nowhere, I woke up, and I ain't wake up like this. You feel me? I woke up like one eye open type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like something like what's going on? You feel me? So when I woke up, right, I'm at the top bunk. I woke up, I open one eye, and I see Chico pacing in my room, bro. He's pacing from the door to the window. Mind you, my bed is right here. The door right here, the window right here. So he pacing right in front of my door with a shank. This man pacing, fool. I'm talking about, and this look like he thinking about something. He thinking hard. You know what I'm saying? He just pacing, like he trying to figure out what he gonna do. So I opened my eyes and I kind of looked over the bed a little bit, you know. And by the time he was coming back my way with the pace, he seen me, and it shocked him a little bit. So I got up, you know, for the most part. I got up. I'm like, what you got going on, fool? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He was like, Lil J, you got to clear my name. You got to clear my name because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it. And I'm like, you don't want to do what? You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't here to do some harm to me, then we need to figure this out right now. You know what I'm saying? We close the door and get it on. You feel me? That's how I'm thinking. Cause off top, like I'm like, bro, you got a shank in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You pacing, you thinking hard. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on, fool? Cause if you came here for me, here I go. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm sitting all the way up on the bed, like you know what I'm saying? I'm like this at this point. You feel me? Like this. Because, you know, ain't no rails on the bed. It's just the wall. So I'm sitting on the wall. He pacing down here. So if you try to attack me, it's going to be a hard situation. And then by the time you try to attack me, I'm going to be done kicked you in your face or something. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And then, like I told you, he ain't nothing but 110 pounds. You feel me? So, he like, man, Lil J, I'm just stressing. I'm just stressing. It just all start coming out. You feel me? I don't even know why this guy decided to be so honest, but I guess pimps is just like that. I don't know. He was like, man, I wanted to come in here and hurt somebody, but I feel like we can just talk it out. You know what I'm saying? He just started talking fast. Cause mind you, he from New York too. You know, he basically telling me what he was gonna do, what he wanna do, how he wanna get out of it. He don't really want to do it, you know, but he feeling pressured. He feeling like his back against the wall. I guess he felt like if he did something to me, or maybe he did something to my celly when he came back in, like on some surprise thing, then nobody else would want to mess with him again. But I'm like, dang, fool, like, you just in here on pimping and pandering. You know what I'm saying? You talking about catching a whole nother charge just because you trying to duck a fade. You know what I'm saying? If you talking about you a gang member, fool, like, you gonna have to answer to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go nowhere else talking about you a gang member. You know? So, we chopping it up. You feel me? And as we chopping it up, like, he's disarming himself. Like, I could tell his emotion is dwindling. You feel me? So, he like, man, can you just talk to your celly, bro? Like, it ain't gotta be all that, you feel me? If you want me to kite out, I kite out, you know what I'm saying? But I don't wanna look like no, you know, no punk or nothing like that, you feel me? And I'm like, listen, bro, get out my room and I got you, fool. Like, you know, like, I ain't even got up, washed my face yet or nothing, and you sitting down here talking about you was thinking about doing me harm. Like, you better be lucky I don't backdoor you later. Straight up. I told him like that straight up, you feel me? But he was the type of person, like, he wasn't no fighter, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, he just took it and left the room. You know what I'm saying? He literally left the room. So I get myself together, you feel me? And I go talk to my celly. I'm like, listen, bro, Shawty just came up in the room, and I really don't like the fact that he was able to even get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was your antennas? You know what I mean? Fool, we cellies, like, we ain't supposed to let nobody do nothing to each other. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to make sure I'm straight. I'm supposed to make sure you straight, regardless what gangs we represent. You know, because everybody knew what I was. You know what I'm saying? And the part wasn't nothing but the opposers. You feel me? That was nothing but the opposite. You feel me? But just the fact that he was my celly, you know, it was all good. So he like, I'm telling him like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What's up with that? Like, you know, what we gonna do? You feel me? What you gonna do? Like, you know, and plus I also told him, I ain't gonna lie, I also told him, like, I don't think, you know, he built for all that. You feel me? Like, I think you could just tell him, hey, don't claim this no more. Cause I don't even think he really rock with them folks no more. Like, I don't think he really wanna be blood. You feel me? Just tell him don't claim it no more, and let's just keep it smooth in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was always my thing when I was in jail. You know, I never really wanted to start, and then, you know, I finish it. Don't get me wrong. I never wanted to start, and then it was always, listen, if it's a better way, then let's solve it the best way. You know what I mean? But, and that was a side of the world that I don't think a lot of them bloods didn't really understand until I got there. You know, because a lot of stuff changed. But I had them folks looking at Disney Channel and all that in jail. Straight up, we looking at cartoons, we kicking it. You feel me? Like, we left all that gangster stuff somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to teach everybody how to be people, how to be citizens. You know what I'm saying? So he like, all right, you know, that might be cool. You know what I'm saying? Even though my cellie, he could have sent 5 guys to his cell right then and there. You know what I mean? And got him to handle that. But it's like, why even risk the casualty, you know, of your people also? You know, not just Buddy, but your people also. Like, we done, man, this junk done happened so many times in that 30 days that I was there. Like, it was a young guy that came in and he had 5-point stars and all that tattooed on his face. Come to find out, he was false claiming, and they got on him. You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, that's another video. You feel me? Y'all drop part 2 if y'all want that video. But yeah. So what ended up happening was, you know, I basically vouched for him. You know what I'm saying? Cause number one, I respected the fact that he was willing to go the extra mile, even if it meant hurting me or trying to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I respected that, you know, because we in jail. It's like, you got to be somewhat gangster. I could see in his face, though, he was confused. Like, he didn't want to go there, but he felt like he had to. And, you know, sometimes people's mind just don't be where it should be all the time. You know, a lot of stuff be new to people. You know, if you coming out here for pimping, you ain't used to none of this gangster stuff, especially behind these walls that are confined. You know, we confined in here. Like, we stuck together. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, you go better live by it at this point, you know? So my cellie ended up talking to him and basically stripped that whole blood connotation from his life. You know, he like, don't be talking about you blood this, blood that, or none of that. You feel me? And from that point on, he became loyal. You know what I'm saying? He became loyal to me. You know what I mean? Like, I got him out of a situation that he probably wouldn't have seen the light of day the next day if I ain't talked to Shawty. You know what I'm saying? But it all ended cool. You know what I'm saying? He ended up being a real funny guy. You know what I'm saying? But for all I know, he probably still locked up, because back then they had just turned pimping and pandering to human trafficking. You get what I'm saying? So they had upped the time on that. You feel me? So he was stressing about that, but we all ended up being cool. You know, he stopped claiming to be blood, and you know, that was that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all like, share, subscribe, y'all comment, let me know what y'all think, and until next time, 100.